Hello and welcome to turn 2 of Enemy Action Kharkov German solo game. In the previous video we have set up everything, card preparation, tourist supply, and we're now to go ahead with the first Soviet impulse of the turn. Again, our options are limited, not much changes from turn 1. But any change we'll see as we go along. So we draw 2 cards, and well, so much for shuffling. Well, okay, so they're both auxiliary, but this one is a higher command value, so this is going to be our command card, and this is going to be the auxiliary, and we check for command event on auxiliary card first. No, there is an event, but it's turn 6 onwards, so it's turn 2, so no command event. So we are going to see third tank army. Well, okay, first command is turn 6 onwards, so we can't implement it. Then activate all units in army, and the other ones are, yeah, there is an event here which would be applicable. It's turns 2 to 5, it's turn 2 now, but we examine the commands on the card in the order written. So it's going to be this one. It's first, it's activate all units in army. Well, if we can't activate the units in army, then we would go to the event, but I'm afraid, I mean, the prerequisite for activation is at least one non-isolated unit on the map or in the reserve box. So of course no Soviets are isolated right now, so they will activate as normal. So let's go over to the third tank army area and see to our activation. Okay, third tank is here. These all these units with the cyan ribbon, and as in every activation, we check for the front objective relocation. These units have the Voronezh front, but it's here. Let me just get this on top so we can see it clearly. So this is the front, and of course it's German occupied. You remember from last activation of Voronezh front, it was 69th Army. Nothing has changed, and we didn't relocate then because there is a unit, a Soviet unit adjacent to the German occupied hex of the objective, but it has to be a unit of the active Soviet front. It has to be a Voronezh front unit. This is southwest front unit, so no. It says if any active or inactive unit in the active Soviet front. No, it's not. So the objective is not going to be relocated. So now we start with the movement, again with the movement methods, and let's see what we've got here. I mean, it's going to be the same as the previous turns. Let's see what we've got here underneath. Yeah, it's a 4. Let me see what other selectors have we got. Third tank army. Okay, the first selector, the first movement method, sorry, is take a VP hex, and it is descending order. I mean, there is no VP hex to be taken because Volchansk is well, Belgorod has already been taken previous turn. Volchansk is German occupied. Chuguyev the same, Zmigniew the same, so they can't reach. I mean, the only one that they could that it's empty and they could reach is way down here, Lozovaya, and I think they can't reach it. It's well, the best unit here is the closest to it, and the best is here, that it's 7, and it would take what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would just reach here, and it would need another 3. It would need a 10 movement to get to the VP hex, so it's not proximate, and no other units can do the same. Well, however, it's no Maped's hexes, no. So that's movement method 1. Next, adjacent to German VP hex and near objective, and this is in ascending order. Okay, and ascending order, that means this is the first, this is number 1. So what VP hexes and near objective could move to a hex closer to or within 4 hexes of the objective. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, this unit could reach Volchansk, but then it would be I think it would be further. Let me take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whereas if it goes here, let's say, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's closer. It's closer to the, well, if it can get here, however, let me check this. And of course, there's Chuguyev. Can it get adjacent? Move to hex closer and or within. Yeah, these two would be the front of the and adjacent to German VP hex. Yes, these would be, these 3 would be you know, let's see, target active front. Yeah, okay, let's see if it can reach there. We have 3 possible. Okay, it can definitely reach Volchansk, because it could go 1 and 2, and it would be here adjacent to German VP hex. Okay, Chuguyev, it can go for here. It would have to go 1, 2, 3 around this unit, 4, 5, 6 stop and 6 stop. No, it can't reach Chuguyev, and I think the same reasons, not enough movement points. It can't reach Zmigniew as well. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it can't. It's Zmigniew. It can't reach Chuguyev, so that's good. We've only got 1 choice. So because we don't have some of the preferences, then it would be okay. It would be a target exclusively for the front, so no Zmigniew. It would be between Chuguyev, but well, it doesn't matter. It can't reach anywhere else, so it will go 1 and 2, or 1 and 2, or could it even get here? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and no, it would have to stop here though, or it could no, it couldn't go here. So these, if I'm not mistaken, these are the 3 hexes which are, you know, we have to examine. Okay, yeah, it's going to be again the well-known discussion about 925 and how to implement it. Should I look now for 925, or should I well, I first I'm inclined to first check the movement method by itself in the reference, but if and then check 925 or anything else. Okay, So prefer targeted, okay, it's targeted exclusively for the front. Occupied by the least German strength, I mean, we don't have a choice. It's only one. Not across the Dnieper hex side, no. With the highest VP value, just one, and nothing else. So yeah, we can't select between the three of them. And now, is it tiebreakers or 925? Well, that's a good question. And okay, let's see if I mean 985 will move, because with the tiebreakers we would prefer closest to the unit's objective marker if in play. Yes, it is in play, and closest, no question about it, it would end up here. And yeah, let's try this. Let's go with the preferences here and see. Forgot to to indicate that all these units are active. Yeah, again, John Brown has suggested to us this method, which works quite well. It works very well indeed when you have just a few units out of an army. Here it's the whole army, but again, it helps to remember what you have done or not done. Okay, so 925 preferences. A hex within the current Soviet operation limit everything. A hex that would cause the German unit to become surrounded, no chance of doing that. We have already examined that. A hex in Soviet support, everything is Soviet support. A hex not adjusting to a Soviet unit. No. All of these three hexes are adjusting to Soviet units. And an empty or garrison, no, or occupied. A hex not occupied by an active unit, nothing. So again, we would resort to tiebreakers, because, or we wouldn't. There is another possibility that if you can't find a better hex using 925, you just don't move the unit. I mean, you apply the method requirements, of course, you apply the method preferences, then you apply the tiebreakers, and if 925 can't find a better, let's say, hex to move the unit, then you leave it where you first decided to move it. So that's what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to leave it here. I mean, there is no other option for it to move. I mean, we got 1, 2. I mean, we got 1, 2, and stop, and it's okay. It's adjacent to German unit and adjacent to VP hex. So next, number two, do we have a selector number 2? No. So it's going to be this one, number 3. Now again, ascending order. No, I can't see any 2. So it says something about a unit starting. Okay, Soviet unit starting adjusting to German VP hex within 4 hexes of the objective marker. I mean, are we within 4? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 5. Within 4 hexes and unable to move to more, does not move by this or any subsequent method, except again by. Now that's a real small problem. I mean, do we not to move the unit? I mean, let me check again. It's 4 or 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 5. It's clearly not 4. So you set into German VP hex. Okay, so in theory this unit could move. Can we find another German VP hex which is closer to the objective to where this unit could move? I mean, here to Guev, of course, it would be possible for the unit to move, but it can't go through here, of course. Okay, and it can't go. Okay, here there's still a zone of control, and even, I mean, here there's still a zone of control, so it would have to go all the way around, and it's just 6, so it would need 2 to break a zone of control. Let's say it would go 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, because it can't go near this unit, 5 and 6, so no, it can't move. But I think it has the chance to move with another method, because it says Soviet unit adjusting within 4 hexes. It's not within, so I'm keeping this unit. I doubt if it will move, but let's keep this option open for the time being. So next selector number ascending, it would be 4. Yes, 4 is down here. Let me get it on top. Okay, number 4. Okay, again the same. It obviously can reach Volchansk, and it can it reach Chuguev? Let's say. Let's try this. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No chance of reaching that. So again, it's going to be Volchansk. And can it enter this hex? So here we've got, no, it can, because we've got a limit of 3 units or 6 steps. So again, all these 3 hexes are to be considered. It can't reach any hex behind these units around it, because our zone of control is still intact. So it's going to be one of the 3, and then I will go preferences, targeted, no, movement preferences do not help, so we go to the tiebreakers, closest to the unit's objective marker if in play. And yes, again, it would be, it's going to be this one, because this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, while this one is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a stack, it's perfectly legal. It's a stack of 3 units, not exceeding 6 steps. So again, 925 can't find a better hex, because it says, and let me run again through 925 hex with the current operational limit. It is hex that would cause German unit to become surrounded. It can't reach such a hex in Soviet support, or in Soviet support, a hex not adjacent to a Soviet unit, no way to avoid it. An empty or garrison hex, again, can't avoid it. A hex not occupied by an active unit, all are occupied by active. So again, it would be, even if I think it wouldn't move. And again, if we resorted to tiebreakers, again, it would be, the first preference would be closest to the unit's objective marker in play. So that's the hex this unit is going to go. So I'm place them underneath. They have already moved. This one, in theory, can move. We'll see if it will move. So that was number 4. And number 5 again is starting same as number 3, starting adjustment, but it's not within 4 hexes. Can't move to a more preferred hex, so it remains, it doesn't move by movement method 2. We'll see what happens next. The same, I think, goes for number 6, unit number 6 here. Again, it's not within 4 hexes. Could it move to another VP hex? I mean, Belgorod is now a Soviet VP hex. It doesn't count. There is no, there are zones of control here. It can't get behind them and reach Chuguev or any further. So it's it stays here. I mean, we wouldn't go for, I'm not going for 925 again to examine this case, because it's it hasn't moved by method 2. So we would examine it if we had determined that it moves or not moves by method 2, and then we would examine if it can occupy a preferable, a better hex. So that was number 6. And number have we got 7? No. So this one, number 8. I mean, this has the potential to reach. Okay, Of course it can reach Volchansk because it's 1 2 3 4 5 here, or even 5 6 here. Okay, it can reach Volchansk, no problem. It can't go here, it's now there is a stacking limit, I'm not examining it, but this unit could also reach 1 2 3 4 5, not it can go there, 5, and the goods it's what, plus it's 2 for mechanized, no, it's 3 for mechanized. Let me check this. Yes, goods is 3 for mechanized, so it couldn't, that's good. It couldn't go there. Well, so it's 1 2, it's 1 or 1 2. I have to keep him out of the zone of control. It's 1, it's 2, it can go here, it's 3, it's 4, can go here, it's 5, and 3 8. No, it can't reach here, but let me see if it can reach Zmiev. It's 1 2, no zone of control, 3 4 5, yeah, skipping zones of control, 5 6, yes, and it could reach Zmiev. It could reach, in fact, both Zmiev and Volchansk. And now let's go to the preferences. Move to hex closer or within 4 hexes closer to the unit's objective marker. Okay, forgot about this, because this hex would be what, 1 2 3 4 5 6, whereas this hex, it can enter it, yeah, whereas this hex would be just adjacent and not just within 4, it would be next to. So this is the first preferences. Okay, and now this is, sorry, a requirement, because no, sorry, it says closure, it's not a requirement. I mean, both these hexes, this is, yeah, are closer, or no, are they 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and this one would be 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yes, both hexes are closer to its objective. Yes, closer to this objective, or within 4 hexes. Okay, it can't reach Guev, so it's between Zmiev and Volchansk. Prefer a VP hex targeted exclusively by the active front, and yeah, that's the case here. I mean, I don't know if yeah, maybe I should zoom a little bit here. It's worth seeing it. Yes, I can see that Zmiev is actually targeted by both fronts. It's not exclusively targeted by Voronezh front, whereas Zmiev, sorry, Volchansk, can see that Volchansk is targeted, it's all orange, it's targeted exclusively for the active front. So I mean, yeah, I know if you were the human player you wouldn't do that, you would go straight for the objective, probably, but that's what the rules say, and that's how we're going to play it, because this hex is closer than the starting hex, so it's a valid hex as far as the rules are concerned. And again, we will resort to the tiebreakers, and because this one is definitely closer, the other one isn't, and now it's just, yeah, 6 steps. And again, if we examine by 925, we can't find a better hex than this, and even by the tiebreakers. So yeah, I think this unit will move, sorry, here. Okay, and this unit has still to, we haven't determined what it will be now. Number 9, it's the same. Number 9 can't reach Chuguev or Zmiev with just 4. Has to go a long way around. So what will happen is that it will go. It can go here. It can go here. It could go here, but let's check if it's going to be closer. It 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it goes here, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it can't get closer. But let me count again. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here is 1. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. No, it can't move closer to or within 4 hexes to the objective. So no, I won't examine this unit again. And the same goes for number 10. It would be maybe number 10. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 10 selector can reach it. It's now what's the distance? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again, and this one would be again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So no, it wouldn't be closer. Again, number 15. Yeah, number 15. It's here. No, it's just an infantry unit. It can't. No way of reaching. This this battle here, this hex here. So now 15 and yeah, 24. Yeah, it's just 2 hexes away, but I'm afraid the way they are, I think they're equidistant, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. So no, it can't move closer to the front objective. And I think that's all for movement method 2. Okay, so let's get to movement method 3. Doesn't apply. It's turn 3 onwards. And now let's see movement methods 4 to 9. Okay, they only apply if for third tank. Let me remind you, it's a spearhead formation. So movement methods 4 to 9 apply only to units of third tank that are currently in town or cities. I mean, no. No, Kupiansk is here. No unit in a town or city, so we skip entirely movement methods 4 to 9. And we go straight to movement method 10, which is follow movement arrows, and it is again ascending order. Yeah, it seems quite strange that in theory these units here could move, but okay. Okay, it's ascending order. Number 3, both the movement arrows are here. Let me, yeah, can you see them? Maybe zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it's better. Both primary and secondary arrow lead straight to German units, so they can't. It can't move. Okay. Number 4, no. Number 5, again the same. Primary here, secondary. It can go zone of control to zone of control. Same with the number 6. So okay, and then it's what number 9. Number 9, however, it's infantry. It could go 1, and no, you see now this primary has an S here. It's southwest. This is Voronezh. We will have to follow this one, so it would go 1 and 2 and stop. We've got a secondary arrow. It could go 1 and 2 stop, or it could go 1 and secondary arrow 2 and 3 stop. No, we have to use up all our movement points, so no, it's not happening. However, here 10, let's say 10, it could go, no, 1 2, no, secondary here, I mean it could go 1 2 3, or 1 2, no, it can go, this is no, 1 2 here, 3 here, yeah, maybe we got something here, let me check. So see the arrows, yeah, because if it follows the secondary arrow, it could go 1 and 2 and 3, still not in zone of control, and 4, and end up here just into the German unit. And yeah, I mean it takes a bit. Oh, yeah, I know it could go straight, but that's not what the rules say. Yeah, I mean let's check again for validity. It's 1, it's 2, and it goes here, it's 3, it's 4. Yeah, I mean any combination would be valid, so yeah, it can do it. 1 2 3 and 4, yeah, it can totally do it, and will do it. So again, this is the hex that it can reach. 925, again, let's see, can it move to a more preferred hex? I mean there are no preferences, we just follow the movement arrows. 925, can it get to a better hex? I mean, can it reach the hex? Because it would be 1 2 3, no, it can't go. Could it? No, it has to stop here. Sense of control, no matter, it can go here anyway. So the other hex, this hex wouldn't be adjacent. This hex it can't reach its zone of control, and I don't think it's got the movement points to do it, because it would be 3, and you have to cross the river into woods, no points. This hex is overstacked. No, sorry, it's stacked to the limit, to be exact. So no, this just ends up here. Okay, and yeah, I'm quite happy with it. No adjustments by 925. And okay, let's get to number 15. And okay, just stop for a moment, because now the movement on number 10 has opened a gap in our lines, and has this gap made Kupiansk or Valushki proximate to a German unit. And we've got a German unit here. I mean, these don't count because they're surrounded, these units up here, you can just see them. But let me zoom out, of course. Yeah, okay, now we've got a gap. This unit left a gap here, so could this unit exploit it and be proximate to, let's say, 1 2 3 4 5 6 or whatever? No, in theory, yes. There is a clause about tracing supply in 923. I mean, we could trace German supply. No, in theory, we couldn't, because I don't see any valid supply hex. But that's that will start to, you know, affect Soviet movement from turn 4 onwards. No, so it's good. It's not breaking any restrictions. So it's number 25. Now that's a whole different story, and we have to be quite careful with that. I mean, okay, we could move by the arrows, because primary arrows, it's 1, it's 2, it's 3. No, but we could go 1 2 3 and 4, and we could get there, but then adjustments. Yeah, we'll examine about adjustments in a moment, but first we have to check about let's check about the restrictions. Now, could this German unit reach Kupiansk, or even this unit? No, this unit couldn't possibly. These units are too far away, but could this one? Well, it would need two. Now it would, if we leave it there, it would be no, again it's zone. Forgot zone of control, zone of control, zone of control. No, the Soviet lines are closed, not perfectly, but yeah, no gap there, so it wouldn't become proximate to Kupiansk. So let me replay it. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3. Sorry, it's started here. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3 here, it's 4 here. Yeah, we have met the requirement, and now it's 925. Preferences hex that would cause the German unit to become surrounded. Yes, no, it can't reach here, but then yeah, no chance of doing it. This unit controls these two hexes, this controls these hexes, but still we got this hex, and this hex is unreachable right now, and even if it could, it would have to go here, at least here, but it doesn't have the movement points to do so. So okay, operational limit cause surrounded. Okay, hex Soviet support. The hex not adjacent to Soviet unit. I mean, it already is in a hex. Both of these hexes are not in surrounded adjacent to Soviet unit. Empty garrison. Both are empty. So it's down to these two hexes, and well, then there are two ways of thinking here. One is apply the tiebreakers, which the tiebreaker would be closest to the unit's objective marker in play. So let's know again, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, whereas this one is clearly 1/3. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the other way of thinking is, okay, if you can move, if you can't find anything better, I mean, if the hex you have ended up in is among the equally preferred hexes of 925, then why move it? I mean, if 925 has a preference for one hex or another, I mean, if the movement, 925 would be, perfectly for a situation like this, if the movement arrows got the unit here, and then yeah, I should say, I don't want it adjacent. I think it's better to be there, and then there would be a point. But between these two, I don't think 925 has anything actually to offer. So that was number 15, and yeah, then we've got number 24. Okay, nothing else. Number 24, movement arrows, primary 1 and stop, secondary, yeah, secondary would be 1 and 2 and stop. No, so no other options here. Again, it's 1 and it can't go there. No, so this unit doesn't move by. Okay, so we get again to number method 11, closest to front objective. Move the hex closer to the unit's front objective, not the same distance from the objective. Prefer the hex closest to the front objective, adjacent to German occupied hex with least strength and an empty hex. Okay, it's again ascending order. So we got to examine again, starting with 3. Can it get closer to the front objective? I mean, now the distance is what? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can it get, I mean, so let's do it the other way. What other hexes are I mean, it can go here obviously, but is any other hex? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's this hex here, but yeah, can't reach it, but it's the same. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, all these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't reach this hex, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it has to. Yeah, I mean, this whole row is 5 hexes away. I think it has to get somewhere here, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say, can it reach a hex in? I can't reach obviously this hex, but could it in theory reach this hex at 6 movement? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it can't reach this hex. This hex again is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can't move closer to the unit's front objective. It's exactly the same distance, because it's got to break a zone of control, so it stays here. Let's see then, unit number 5. Unit number 5 again is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now that's interesting, but it's just an infantry unit. I mean, I can't see it getting closer. I mean, all this row. No, it can. It's 2, it's 3, it's 4. It could get there, couldn't it? I mean, it's again, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, and from this hex it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it can move. Hex closest to the front objective, adjacent to German occupied hex with the least strength. Yes, yes, it is. So let's see. I mean, it's leaving this battle, but I mean, it's not breaking any rules. It doesn't say that. It doesn't cause the unit to become. It's not surrounded in the first place. But so it's 2. Breaking the zone of control. It's 3, and it's 4, and stop. And yeah, it can't reach. It could. Here it would be again 5. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it started 6 away. It's now 5 away. It's adjusting to the least German strength. I mean, now we would do 925, but it can't. It can go here, obviously. It can't reach this hex. It can't reach this hex. Doesn't have the movement once, but again, it would be adjusting to Soviet Union. This would be adjusting. So these hexes are equally preferable, and there are no tiebreakers here because it just can't reach any hex further in this direction. It could go here, of course. It would be again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could just go 1. Let's go 2 and 3. Yeah, it could. We have to examine this, don't we? So let's see, because they're both equidistant. Prefer hex close to the front objective, adjacent to German occupied hex with the least strength. Empty hex, yeah. We would prefer this one. Empty hex by the method, and then by 925 it can't move. There is no preferable hex, and it can't move any further than that, so I don't think we can do, but I think it's okay. It's a perfectly viable position, and that's interesting now, because you know, okay, let's see about unit number 6 here. Because it could very well do the same. It could end up here or here, but because this unit is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if we could get it anywhere along this row of hexes or even this row of hexes, it would be closer to the front objective. But you know, it would abandon the VP hex, but the VP hex is not within 5 hexes of the front objective. That's and there's no restriction. This unit would not become unsurrounded. Of course, it would mess with our flanking the unit, wouldn't it? Yeah, but it doesn't say anything. I mean, because the surrounded unit, it's not surrounded, does not apply. Cause one or more units to become proximate, no. I mean, cause a map edge, VP hex, no. No. It's a valid move, huh? Okay, I'll wait until you guys see this video and tell me what you think. But in theory, you could go 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it could go here and be closer to unit's objective, because it would be then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas it started at 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It started at 7. It would be 5. So it could go. I think it will do. Oh, sorry. It could go 2, breaking the zone of control. 3, getting out of the zone of control. 4, 5, and it go 6 here or 6 here. I mean, both would be closer, and let's see which of the two. This one, okay, prefer closest. No, this one is closer. It would go up here, can go here, and again it would be stacked. And now it's 925 again, and I mean, can we get it here even by tiebreaker? The answer is no, because we have expanded all its movement points. It can't. It's 6 here. I mean, again, let's see it. It's 2. It's 3. It's 4. It's 5, and 6 here. 6 here. There would be 7, and we can't do that. So yeah, that's where it will go. It will stack, obviously. Well, they have achieved, I mean, they have achieved flanking, if that's all I can say. Now we have broken the flanking of this unit, but the preference is to move to the front objective. I know, it seems strange. A human player wouldn't do that, I know, but it's not a human player right here. So again, 6, that was 6. What else we got? The others have moved, and so it's number 9 here. Number 9, yeah, it can move closer to the front objective. It can go 1, 2. No, it has a lot of options, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, it could go. I mean, starting obviously can go closer. If it no, it can't reach here. Let's say here. Here it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it goes here, it would be again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it goes here, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if it goes here, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, can it reach here? Because it would be it would be then 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it can't reach here, but it can get into this hex. So I mean, it doesn't have to be adjacent to a German unit, does it? No, it doesn't. So okay, prefer. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about adjacency. It says prefer hex closest, adjacent to German occupied hex with the least strength, and an empty hex. Well, I have asked the question, not just me, but I think Grant or Jeff have also asked the question. I mean, what does it mean, least strength? If you have 2 to choose between 2, yeah, it's okay. But if you have to, you know, other choices, I mean, between a hex not adjusting the hex, would it be strength 0? And that's quite interesting. But let's see. Okay, if it gets, can we even get here? Can this? Yeah, could get here, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one would be again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, yes, all of these would be 5. Would this, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this one would be 4. But number 9, can it reach this one? So it would be 1, 2. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it can't reach this one. So it's I mean, all of these are 5 away. This, okay, it's stacked. So which is going to be, okay, closest, there are same adjustment to German occupied with least strength, both 4 units, empty hex. So yeah, that's your answer there. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, and it can't go further because of the zone of control. It can go 3, 4. It would be to it would have to be 4 here, and it can't get there. I hope I've done it correctly, but yeah, that's it. Again, adjustment, no point in adjusting anything. There's no preferred hex that it could reach. And now it's what? It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5 away. It started got 7 away, and here let's say I can get closer to front objective. Yeah, I think it's 1, it's 2, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, can reach. Well, it's got quite a choice. Let me see. Could it get here? But here it would be again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it doesn't. This one, however, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, anything in this row would be 6. Anything in this row would be 5, and anything in this row would be 4. So I don't think it can reach anything in this row of hexes, but it can reach something in this row of hexes. I mean, it can't reach this hex. 1, 2. This one. Again, it's oh, could it reach here? No, there's no control here. No, it can't go here. So this is full. So these are the 3 hexes. I mean, let me check. Oh no, this also is, see, it's 2 steps plus 3. It's 5 steps here. It can't reach this one. So it's this hex 1, 2. This hex, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and again, a movement method, adjustment to German occupied hex with the least strength. No, they're both equal strength. Empty hex, we've got no empty hex. So now I would go to the tiebreakers and say objective mark in play, closest. I mean, both are equally close. An empty hex, no empty hex. The hex farthest in the compass direction. The marker shows west. So west is, and this one wins slightly, but yeah, this is the westernmost front right now. So it can go 1 and 2, and here, and no preferences again because it can't reach this hex. I mean, zones of control here, and that's it. That's number method 11, and we've got number method 12 to examine, because we still have got 1 unit that it hasn't moved. I mean, you see the one that says, hey, what's going on? They have lost flanking, but I don't think that the systems works that way. If they can do anything else, they gravitate towards their front objective, and the front objective is here, not here, so they will gravitate to that. So okay, let's check for the only unit that hasn't been able to move is number 3 there, and okay, it's movement method 12. If not adjusting to a German, it is adjusting to a German unit. So yeah, I think that's all for movement. So let me take this just to indicate, not to say that it has moved, but that I have exhausted all movement methods. And yeah, now yeah, I think this video is quite long. It's almost an hour, and yes, we'll stop the video here. Rethink the movements. I don't think I have made a serious mistake in executing these moves. You know, I'm counting on you guys to catch any further mistakes. I will be reviewing this video, of course. And okay, we will be back in the next part with the Soviet attack checks and see what we're going to do. So that's all for now. Bye bye.